10 of the richest cities in the world. According to a report, global wealth has increased by almost 60% over the past decade. A new breed of wealthy people, those with $30 million or more in assets, are known as ultra-high net worth individuals. So where and how do these people live? The answer is wherever they want. But as it so happens, they generally like the same cities regardless of their backgrounds. Let's take a look at 10 richest cities in the world. Hi, welcome to our channel. Make sure to subscribe as we post exciting content every day. Number 10. Mumbai. Mumbai, formerly known as Bombay, is the largest and most populous city in India. It is the financial center as well as the fashion and textile center of the country, with a thriving port on the Arabian Sea. Mumbai is considered to be India's equivalent of Silicon Valley since technology companies were enticed by low rent and infrastructural improvement. And since India's financial growth for the past years has been strong and healthy, Mumbai is now one of the richest cities in the world. Mumbai's economy was recently measured based on private wealth of the individuals living in the city, which includes their assets in property, cash, businesses, and liabilities. Based on that recent measurement, the city's worth is measured to be at a whopping $950 billion. From a lifestyle perspective, Mumbai is one of the safest cities in the world. Both street and organized crimes are well controlled. However, despite its lovely weather and positive growth, unfortunately, Mumbai is currently suffering from one of the most common problems amongst thriving cities: air and water pollution. Pause for a second. Like our video, subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell, and you won't miss any of our amazing content. Number 9. Seoul. South Korea's capital city Seoul is by far the largest. The city is cocky with drastic lifestyle contrast, such as ancient traditions coexisting with cut-edge technology. Buddhism life along with high-pressure education and endless rows of monotonous, great apartment buildings fringed by extraordinary architecture. Its growth and wealth are reflected in its skyscrapers that keep rising throughout the city and a sophisticated subway system, which is the third largest in the world. Seoul is home to some of the biggest global companies. Among Seoul's 25 districts, the wealthiest and most famous is the Gangnam District, which was recently made famous by Psy's song, Gangnam Style. The song openly showcases the wild and ostentatious nature of the district. The area is known for its exorbitant real estate prices, luxury living, and wealthy residents, who are often Korean celebrities. Property in Gangnam is 3.5 times more expensive than the average in South Korea. Known as the Beverly Hills of South Korea, the Gangnam district is ripe with luxury fashion boutiques, plastic surgery clinics, and high-end shopping areas. The streets are lined with luxury vehicles like Mercedes, Teslas, and Porsches, all an indication of the importance of status in the Gangnam district. That's all part of living in the Gangnam style. Number 8. San Francisco. San Francisco makes the list with a typical household in the Bay Area making close to $100,000 a year, and that rate is quickly growing. Additionally, San Francisco's current unemployment rate is about 2.7% only, which is one of the lowest rates in the whole of USA. The thriving technology-driven wealth is the reason for San Francisco's top ranking as one of the wealthiest cities in the world and accounts for its continuous growth. There are reportedly the most billionaires per capita in San Francisco than in any other city in the world. For every 11,600 residents, there is one billionaire. This ratio is considered to be the highest of all the world's wealthy cities, and San Francisco's overall population is less than 1 million. San Francisco is headquarters to tech and finance giants such as Twitter, Cisco Systems, Wells Fargo Bank, and Uber. All these attract global job seekers with high salaries. As salaries rise, so does the wealth of the city. Number 7. Shanghai. China ranks highly on a list of the world's richest cities, with 4 of its cities on the top 10 list, one of which is Shanghai. Shanghai ranks highly amongst the richest cities with total private wealth at about $2 trillion. It is the financial center of China and home to the world's 4th largest stock exchange market. It is also a major shipping and trading city because of its geographic location as a major port and has been called the world's busiest container port. Shanghai has been named Asia's most expensive city for a variety of luxury goods and services where residents pledge on lifestyle spending. Prices of luxury homes have been climbing in the exclusive neighborhood, which gives Shanghai its nickname, Paris of the East. Number 6. London. London has always been a maker for the super rich, with more 5-star hotels than any other city in the world. London attracts billionaires like no other place. Mega-rich individuals flock to London like no other place in the world, with diverse backgrounds and varying wealth sources. Of the billionaires who call London home, 5 of them are from Sweden, and they are IKEA heirs. 4 of them are from Russia, and the billionaire from Chicago, who recently bought $122 million property, just steps away from Buckingham Palace. Other wealthy individuals have come to settle from all over the world, including India, Iceland, Egypt, Australia, and Asia. New tax laws in Switzerland have caused a significant shift for new global wealth, so many ultra-high net worth individuals are looking to London instead of Switzerland for investments and property. London's rich history, geographic location, and its long-established lifestyle of wealth continues to lure investors to London, even despite recent concerns about Brexit. Number 5. Beijing. Beijing, China boasts a storied history of more than 3,000 years. It has been the capital city for the powerful Vial, Jing, Wang, Ming, and Qing dynasties. Till this day, the city maintains the historical culture and significance established by the prosperous 5 dynasties over the years. The streets are as orderly as a chessboard, and they integrate the traditional Chinese tenets of Confucianism and Taoism, amongst modern technology and innovation. Today, Beijing is known as the nerve center of China's political system. Communist Party Chairman Xi Jinping is based there, as are the People's Liberation Army leader, as well as China's other main government organizations. Beijing hosts the homes of many of China's billionaires, as they benefit from the city's rich ecosystem of politics, investment opportunities, innovation, and the universities. The tech field, not surprisingly, generated more than 1/3 of Beijing's ultra-high net worth individual residents. Number 4. Moscow. Moscow is a medieval city that dates back to the year 1147. Located on the banks of Moscow River, it is now the capital of Russia, with 90% of its inhabitants being Russians. It is one of the most popular cities in Europe, and according to recent Forbes haul, the Russian capital is home to 79 billionaires, which is why it ranks amongst the richest cities in the world. Some of the wealthy residents in the city of Moscow include magnates, investors, CEOs, and presidents of major corporations. Now even more of the world's ultra-rich residents are making Moscow their home, as the global population of the extremely wealthy is on the rise. The city is the political, economic, financial, and educational capital of Russia. The historical architecture and its iconic mix of past and present are appealing to many Europeans, and as the ultra-wealthy flock to Moscow, the percentage of Russian inhabitants in the city is expected to decrease, making it a more worldly and welcoming environment for outsiders. Number 3. Shenzhen. The Chinese city of Shenzhen has stolen the crown as China's most expensive housing market after a huge real estate boomed there. Average new home prices jumped about 40% in 2015 in Shenzhen, as a result of a measured surge in population growth. Shenzhen's population exploded to about 2 million in the space of 2 years, since many immigrants came to work for leading firms and tech companies that are headquartered there. Dubbed the Silicon Valley of China, Shenzhen saw new economic growth as it became the home for about 10% of new startups in China, which encourages entrepreneurship and innovation. For example, Shenzhen is home to internet giant Tencent and Dajiang Innovation Technology, one of the world's largest manufacturers. Additionally, economic and financial reform in China has attracted many foreign banks and leading financial institutions. Once known to be a city of knockoffs, Shenzhen is actually seeking to reinvent itself as a creative hub for the new economic vision of China, and the city is positioning itself to attract innovation, design, and new technology. The initiatives are supported by China's government, and Shenzhen hopes to take on the new role of a trailblazing modern city for the rest of the country. Number 2. New York. New Yorkers will be the first to tell you that New York City is the greatest city in the world, but according to a new study, it is the best city in the world for the world's richest people. The city took first place in every category that wealthy people consider: overall desirability, investment opportunity, lifestyle, and future. The report also noted that the number of wealthy individuals, millionaires, and billionaires has grown substantially in the US for the past 5 years. There are 20% more millionaires and billionaires in the state since 2014, with New York having the most household income with over $250,000 a year salary. New York is the center of the world's financial market, fashion, food, entertainment, culture, and architecture. It has world-class unparalleled ultra-luxury residential opportunities for those who can afford them. The city has withstood historical strife uncertainty, but has proven to be the most resilient urban environment in the world. Its heart and character continues to make New York City attractive to the wealthy, and conversely equally attractive to the starving artist. Number 1. Hong Kong. Neck and neck with New York City, Hong Kong is a contender for the world's richest city. According to a recent report from a high-net-worth intelligence and data company, WealthX, the richest city in the world is now Hong Kong by a small margin. Hong Kong's population of residents with a net worth of at least $30 trillion has jumped by more than 30% in 1 year. New York's increase of the same was in the single digits, and as a mere 70%. It is well known that Hong Kong was poised to take over New York as the world's millionaire and billionaire capital of the world, as wealth is exploding across Asia. Hong Kong specifically has seen tremendous market growth in real estate, and with Hong Kong's high population of super-rich people in the world growing, as wealth attracts wealth. It shows that part of the world outside of US and Europe keep getting richer. While the US in general is still by far the most ultra-wealthy country in the world, the substantial growth in Asia foreshadows a more balanced distribution of global wealth in the future. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please do tell us what you think about these cities, and do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our amazing new content.